Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can install the screen recording and web recording extension in Google Chrome called Screencastify. So Screencastify is a really great tool if you want to give your students demonstrations and tutorials on resources, but it's also really helpful if you want to give your students video feedback, or maybe it's you explaining something they can change on a paper or an assignment, or you just want to give them video feedback for efficiency's sake and more accessibility. So what we need to do is install the Screencastify extension from the Google Chrome web store. So there's a couple of ways that you can do that. If you just search Screencastify, it pops up, but technically you can go to the Chrome web store and search for it there. So I'm just going to search Screencastify. And on my written tutorial, I just have a direct link to it. And it's this one that pops up here. And you'll know it's the right one because it says it's offered by screencastify.com. And you'll click add to Chrome. Then it's going to prompt us to go through a couple of different setup things. The key thing is that whenever you add this to your browser is that you use your BCSC Google account, just because that's where we have premium Screencastify features, and it's what I'm using right now. Since I already have it installed, I'm using a personal account. But Screencastify Unlimited is what's available to all BCSC staff and students. You can record as many videos as you want for as long as you want, and you have all of the features in the editing toolbar, so you can make your videos as fancy as you need. So I'll click add to Chrome, and I'll say add extension. And then it might take it a second to install here, like what it's doing on my device. But whenever it's done that, there's a couple of helpful things to know. So it pops up here right away and tells me it's finished with the installation process. However, it disappears. So the helpful thing here is that Chrome kind of changed some of their settings about a year and a half ago, and you'll need to pin the Screencastify extension so you always see it. So if I click my little puzzle piece icon here on my top Chrome URL browser, I'm going to scroll down, and wherever it says Screencastify, I'm going to click the little pin button beside it to where it's highlighted blue. That way, it's always visible up here, so I don't have to do as many clicks to open it. So after I click this button, it's going to ask me to go through a couple of setup questions. So this is where you need to make sure you use your BCSC Google account and sign in. And after you go through that process, it's going to give you a few other questions and prompts that it asks you to go through. I've already used this before, so that's why you're seeing some past recordings here. But the first time you go and you use this, it's likely going to ask for permission to use your camera and microphone. So I'm just going to toggle back over here. I'm recording right now, so that's why it has a little red button. But it would ask for permission to use my camera and microphone. So whenever you use Screencastify, you have a couple of different options in some of the features that you could have available to you. So whenever you record, you can technically record just your browser tab, which would just be this one little browser that I'm looking at right now. It's also an option to record with your webcam, like what I have on mine, both of them together. So browser tab with webcam, I just toggle that on. I can also do desktop, which means that I can record my whole entire desktop. And that's helpful if you know you're going to be switching between different tabs. So you don't only have a recording on one tab, you have your whole screen like what I'm doing right now. And you can toggle on the webcam there. Or you can do webcam only, which would only be your face, none of your screen. So that can be a helpful option for giving students feedback on an assignment if you don't have a digital assignment, but you want to give them a video option. Another option for feedback would be to do desktop with the embed webcam turned on, so it's your face, and then maybe you have the students' work pulled up and you're giving them some comments and some information there. So whenever I'm ready to record, I would toggle on my settings here. I have additional options here for my countdown. I always put it to 10 just because I need more time. And if I wanted to record audio in the background that's playing on my device, I would toggle on system audio and I'd click record. A timer will appear on the screen and give me my countdown. It also will ask me to share my screen. You'll have to click share so that you can actually record your whole screen because it needs to have permission to do that. And whenever you have recorded, you'll come back up here at the top. And whenever I'm finished recording, or if I need to pause, I'll click pause. But whenever I stop my recording, it will save it and upload it to my Google Drive automatically. So what I'm going to do is actually just pull up an example video that I've already recorded so you can see what that looks like here. Whenever you finish recording, it automatically opens that up in a new tab. So I'll need to give it a name. I can open the editor toolbar here if I would like to. And then I also have options over here as well. And these are some of the newer features if you're a Screencastify veteran. I can copy a share link to a watch page, which basically just opens up a web page that Screencastify has created that has my video on it. There's no other content on that page except for my Screencastify video. So that can be helpful if you don't want any distractions for your students, but it does not generate automatic closed captions. I can also track the viewers on my video, so who all has watched this. I can add interactive questions, and I have a separate video for that. But if I wanted to export my video, I have a couple of options here. Screencastify always uploads your videos into Google Drive, so I could grab my Google Drive video link right here and change the view settings on it so others can see it. But the other option here is it's a little bit different than what it used to be. But underneath original video file, it says export video. I can upload this to YouTube if I like. So if I want to upload it to YouTube, I'll select export video, export to YouTube. I'll select what YouTube channel I would like this to be uploaded to, and you just need to make sure you have one of those made already. I can toggle the view settings on this. Whenever I'm finished, I would click upload. So that is just a really quick intro on how to install and use Screencastify. I hope you find this tool as helpful as others have.